nobody get in here. Working out. Yeah, I don't know what happened. We had got disconnected, so I had to open up another one. What's good? What's good? Had to restart the live. I don't know why it crashed on us. What's good, Mike? Showing love. Would you consider drifting competitively? Probably not. Like before it was something that I used to want to do, but after all the politics with FD and how crazy the sport has gotten, I probably wouldn't do it. Like FD is damn near like NASCAR these days. Like before you can have like 500 horsepower and be competitive, and now you just need like damn near a full race team behind you. So I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be really all that interested in doing FD. Would you buy a truck? I have no plans on buying a truck, but I know I need a truck. I need a truck hella bad. When you gonna do more motorcycles? I gotta get another bike. I've been debating if I want to get one. My boy Lex just picked up a brand new bike, so I'm kind of like still hinting and thinking about it. But Nita don't want me to get another bike. She a RN, so she be dealing with a whole bunch of motorcycle patients and all kind of wild crashes, so she don't really want me to have another bike. What car are we giving away? I don't know. I ain't decided yet. I feel like I want to give something away, but I don't know which car I'd really want to get rid of at the moment. Fox body update. Waiting for a transmission. We need a transmission for it, so I'm looking for another trans, and then after that thing is good to go. Please tell me you getting a C7. Not right now. The market for everything is like, the market is like all messed up. Just those stupid chip things that they're looking for. Keep the 300. Would you get an E46? I wouldn't be against getting an E46, but I'm not like out there looking for an E46. Like I think they cool, but I'm not looking to buy one. Why you back there restless, yo? Thoughts on the 2020 or on the 2023 Z? Me personally, I am not a fan of the new Z. I feel like they took all the like cool JDM cars and tried to just retrofit it. Like it looks like it has S13 style tail lights with 300ZX like lighting style on them, and then it has the old school 240 370Z. A lot of people have the misconception that car is going to be faster than the Supra. Big paper, it makes 400 horsepower, but the Supra makes less horsepower on paper, but in actuality it makes more horsepower to the wheels than it actually makes on paper. And everybody knows the B58 is way more capable than that VR30. So people are going to be surprised that that Z isn't going to be all hyped up to what it is, and that's what I firmly believe. And I'm not really all that interested in the Z. Everybody's like, oh, it's going to be cheaper than the Supra. It's not going to be cheaper than the Supra. That 4,000 or 440K price tag on it will not be 40K once you get out the dealership, and the dealer markups are like crazy. That car is probably going to be anywhere from 60-some thousand to 70K, and I can guarantee you that. Like dealers are going to mark that car up like crazy because of the hype that's been built around that car. But you know, to each his own. We'll see when the car gets released. I'm pretty sure the aftermarket is going to be crazy. I already know the kit option is going to be crazy for it, and it is capable of looking like a dope car. But when you look at them stock for stock, side by side, I think the Supra just looks way better than the Z. Plan on putting a VR8 in the Fair Lady? No. If I put anything in my Z, I'm gonna probably put a 1J in it. I've been thinking about putting a JZ in that car because I've been wanting to do one for hella years. So if I was to swap anything if I was to swap that SR out, I would definitely be swapping a JZ in that car. Favorite Z ever? My favorite Z would probably have to be I would say 240Z, 300ZX, and 350Z. Those are my favorite Z's. He said, when the Versa gonna get some wheels. When you putting some wheels on your Versa? Never. This is literally a little company car. We haul the pups around this thing. Her little free company car. How Granny doing? Granny doing cool. She at the house right now with Nas and the cat. Intro song, who is it? The intro song is sung by my boy Tree. That song has not been released yet. It's Tree and Damian Lillard. So maybe one of these days Dame will actually release a song on one of his albums, but for now that song hasn't been released. I'm basically using it exclusively for the intro. Hey Mike, I'm a big fan of how Granny doing. Granny is cool. Whole line of Z cars in my dreams. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, it's crazy because like 300ZX and the 350Z were like hands down like two of my favorite cars back in the day. I used to want the 350Z hella bad, and my old dream was to have a 350Z that was supercharged, but after dealing with all the bullshit with the supercharger, it's like then we end up, you know, swapping the LS3 in there. So I think that was the best move I could have made for that car. The LS3 is such a dope motor, and you see the Vets are like crazy reliable. Like I beat on those things, and like LS3 is just like proven. And I can't believe I'm actually saying that because she can vouch. I used to hate those, right?
Hate what?
LS's.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say I hated LS's. I would say I hated LS swaps and S chassis. Like I didn't like when everybody was when FD first started coming out, and I was like more so like true to SRs and JZs and stuff. I didn't like how I didn't like how everybody in FD were throwing them into chassis to basically get like I kind of feel like it was like the upper hand cheat mod. It was like put a car with hella angle, throw a LS in it. So, you know, being true to JDM rules, I was like, hell no, we keeping the SR in this thing or JZ, and we're, you know, keeping the underdog chassis. But after getting my LS and the Vets and stuff, she knows I'm just like, man, I hate to say it, but these things are like proven. After hella mishaps and stuff, I was like, you know what, you can't beat them, join them. And that's how we got into the LS's, other than, you know, my grandfather won the Vet and all that. New color on the 5.0. I can't give y'all none of the secret sauces on the 50. The 50 will be getting painted though. I don't think I'm wrapping that car. I think that car will be getting painted once everything is done, because it's getting caged, so the cage needs to be painted, interior, all that needs to be painted. But the 50 will be painted. I highly doubt y'all will see that thing at Paradoxes. No way BMW looks better than the new Z. The new Z, like it. Y'all are tripping. People were hating on the Supra because, like, oh, BMW made the chassis. Who gives a shit? Y'all, like, Toyota took that car and revised a lot of stuff on there. Like, it wasn't like, here's BMW, snap a Supra sticker on there, there we go, we have a Supra. Nah, like when it comes to the suspension tuning and all that, like Toyota took that car and started making changes to it. If BMW built that car, why is the Supra so much faster than the other BMW that it's compared to? I highly doubt that BMW would make the Supra faster than their own actual car, but the Supra is quicker, so. And the Supra looks good. Like, people can argue that all day long. When it comes to, like, the thing that people don't understand about the B58 is the B58 is our current modern day 2J. Like, people can argue it all they want, but it is the closest thing to a 2J. And if you want to be technical, I feel like, and this coming from a 2J dude, I feel like the B58 is a more capable motor than a 2J. Why? Because BMW heads flow so much more efficient than the actual 2JZ head. When you look at flow charts, the B58 flows way better than the 2J head. So if you have a 2J that makes, let's say, 900 horsepower at 30 PSI, the BMW head is so efficient that it'll make, let's say, 900 horsepower on the same turbo setup at 20 PSI. So people gotta actually just look into, you know, the things they're complaining about and actually give credit to see how dope that motor actually is. Y'all can't knock it just because it's a BMW. Like, it is a dope motor. Would I rather have the new Supra come with some shit like a 3JZ or a 4JZ, some newer technology for a 2J? Absolutely. But when it comes to bringing back the Supra name, it's like, I'm happy that they actually made the car and brought it back, and it's a super capable chassis. Regardless, like, companies have been networking together for years, like, making cars. It's not like this is something new. Like, look at the BRZ. BRZ was by fucking Toyota and Subaru. There's really no money in making sports cars, really. So why take the chance on bankrupting the company to make a new sports car when, there's no money really in sports cars like that. You get more money in electric cars and hybrids and all that for the average person. So from a business standpoint, it doesn't make sense to redesign a whole new sports car when the market isn't there for a sports car, especially with all the new electric stuff coming out and all the new rules and regulations. It just doesn't make sense. So I think from a business standpoint, Toyota actually made the right move with collabing with BMW, who makes some of the best sport cars out there and some of the smoothest handling cars. But enough with the long chat about BMW and the Supra shit. Let's continue. Let's get on with it. Race both Aaron's. I'm gonna get both Aaron's. My 350Z is faster than Aaron's 350Z, and my 5.0 is gonna be faster than Aaron's 5.0 than my brother's, but we gotta call it how we see it. I actually have a cam in my garage for white Aaron. Like, I gave him my old cam, but I told him, like, I'm not giving you the cam until you're ready to put this thing in. So Aaron has a cam ready. Giving him my old stage 2 from the vet, but it's whenever he wants to put it in. But I'm down to race Aaron in both Aaron's. I know white Aaron's car is gonna be super quick and super light, and he has a full drift suspension. Aaron's car is gonna be nasty sliding for sure. What's taking the 350Z is body work, man. Body work. You chilling, little mans? Yeah, 350's at the body shop, so we waiting for that thing. I'm ready to have it back. Mike Free Smoke wants you. I know I plan on going to that show. I'm gonna do a podcast with them. They've been showing love for crazy long, so I definitely want to jump on the podcast with them and chit chat. So for everybody in here, man, y'all go check out Free Smoke, bro. They've been showing love for I don't know how long now. I just recently got put onto them, probably like a month or two ago, but they have been showing wild love, doing the car reviews, video reviews, and they've always had positive things to say. So I definitely plan on jumping on their show one of these days, hopefully sooner than later, just to chit chat with them and just vibe and stuff. Let's see what's next. Shit, the comments had, oh, there we go. When you gonna create a new YouTube channel for your dogs and fiance? I don't know. I don't Nina's like, you don't care about you being on YouTube like that, huh?
Not really, but if you wanted to make like a family channel, whatever, we could.
The family channel. What would our family channel be called?
I don't know.
Mike, Nita, and the Fur Babies or some shit. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be against making a family channel and then daily vlogging and stuff with the fans, the pups, and Granny and them. Have you ever heard of the Turbo Barrel motor? Yes, I have. I think that's a dope motor too, but yeah, those are definitely dope motors. I thought about doing one in the Fox, but I was like, it's been done, and I'm not all that interested in doing it. I feel like that the barrel swap would be something sick to be in like a 300ZX or something that hasn't really been done yet. But yeah, I wouldn't mind getting one if the opportunity presented itself. I'd barrel swap something. What's your favorite Euro car? I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know if it's really considered Euro. It's more like an exotic, but my favorite overall car would be like a Zonda Pagani. Like, if I'm rich, y'all gonna see me in a Pagani. For sure. When Mike tour, man, they ain't going on tour. Don't nobody want to see me like that on tour. If I go on tour, it'll be like to go somewhere, kick it with some people and chill, and then do a meet and greet while I'm there in that city or state or something. But I ain't going on tour. Yo, Mike, can't say but want to say much love. Thank you for pushing out content. Thank you. Truck and trailer definitely needed. Yes, I do need a truck and trailer, but I got homies and stuff with trucks and trailers. Like, I had 3 people offer me that trailer. All I had to do was get a truck when I was getting ready to tow the 300ZX, and I was just like I've never towed a trailer, so I was like, man, I'm not trying to be responsible for somebody's trailer on top of towing it with my car on the trailer. Like, nah. But signal getting kind of iffy. But somebody said 2,000 horsepower vet. You want to build a 2,000 horsepower vet?
Hell no.
Why? We can do freeway pulls.
2,000?
No?
No. 1,000's already sketchy.
The woman has spoken. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what direction the C5 goes in. If I decide to keep it, then the plan is to make the C5 the new powerhouse of the family. That motor is fully built stroker setup, so it's ready. Like forged crank, everything. Like that could be like my 1,000+ horsepower car. So we'll see what happens with the C5. I want to take it to the drag strip in a couple weeks once I get the fuel system all dialed in, and then we'll see how I like that chassis. I do want to build like a purposely built drag car, but I know you guys love the SE, and it's just hard, man. The SE, I love that thing, but like the transmission options, like it's a lot that still needs to be done to support the power. Surprisingly, I'm only 3 transmissions in with this 300ZX trans, and hey, it's a transmission that's held 900 horsepower, relatively decent for a 5-speed trans. But well, I don't know. I really want to make the C5 the dedicated drag car if I decide to keep it. But I do miss my SE. I'm so tempted to, when I get the SE back, to just set it back to the old power and just keep it reliable. But I know y'all want to see some damn near 1,200 horsepower stuff, which that 2J should, with that turbo setup, that 2J should make about 1,100 plus. I don't want to jinx myself because I don't know if the trans will hold up, but I know that exact same setup as it sits on that car will make 1,100, just under 1,200 horsepower. I don't know if Nita's ready for 1,200 horsepower.
I mean, 1,200, that's fine. It's closer to 1,000 than 2,000.
It's closer to 1,000 than 2,000. I feel it. What else? You doing a truck build? All right. So for people, it's like you doing a truck build. If I was to do a truck build, it would have to be like something old school. It had to be like something that I'm putting a LS3 or a LQ9 in. Probably like an old Chevy or something. Something where I can tow my cars around, but still have a sick looking truck. Like an LS3 old school truck would be dope as hell. Like it'll still get good gas mileage, and it'll just be a sick little car.
What kind of truck gonna have good gas mileage?
A truck with an LS3 in it. What? The Vans get good gas mileage. You tripping? Should do a Silverado. I want a Silverado. 66 C10. Yeah, see something along those lines. 454. I do not want an old carbureted motor. Is your debt? Is it possible for you to do a stick? Somebody's asking if it's possible to do how to drive a stick car. We could do that. I kind of did that with Nita, kind of showing her how to drive a stick. A while ago, she was driving a 350Z. She did all right.
I did pretty good. What are you talking about?
She did all right.
Towards the end, I was comfortable.
Yeah. She was over there trying to mop. I'm like, hey, slow down. Like, calm down. You just now learned how to drive. Feel me? Lay off my power. But
you be want to yell and shit.
she who yelling?
You.
That's because she was trying to smash over bumps, stalling, messing up. You the reason the clutch probably messed up now.
Nah.
But nah, I'm gonna teach her how to drive a stick, because I want to let her drive the C6 around. I'm gonna let her drive the C6 around when the Supra gets here. I'm just playing.
I thought I was gonna drive the Supra.
You can drive the Supra. You can drive the Supra too, but on days where I want to drive the Supra, you can drive the Vet. You ever collab with Sideshow Tone in a video? Nah, man. Back in the day when me and Tone were both street drifting, when he first started coming out, we were actually gonna be working with Respect Most, who's a dope photographer who did a lot of Tone's videos, and me and Tone were supposed to put a street drifting video together. We've actually been talking about it lately, but we have been considered doing another video, or we're considered doing a video together, because we were supposed to do a street drifting video together. Like, man, it's probably been like years ago when I had my old Tilt 300ZX. So, you know, me and Tone are going to be doing a video together. It's just a matter of when we actually get the photographer and everything on board to do it, because if we do a video, then it has to be like some super legit production. So we need like drones. Respect Most has dope angles, and he's a dope ass videographer. So if we were to do it, it would it would have to be some stuff to where it was like, all right, we're doing the actual real production on this video with crazy editing, because I know that'll be a video that people want to see. Plus, me and Tone have been talking about this for years. Tone is one of the homies, so it's bound to happen, but it's just a matter of when it's gonna go down. When y'all gonna race the crowd killers? I'm waiting for a trans. Aaron needs his registration and everything. Once he's all legit, then we'll set that up. I told Aaron I kind of want us to go to Sonoma Raceway. That way we can just take both cars to the track and actually run on the drag strip. That way there's no questions about it. We both line up at the tree. It'll be a dig, and whoever gets to the to the finish first will do the best out of 3 or something at the track. Make it a little bit more legit. Tongue tied. A bit more legit. That is a tongue twister. Say it. A little bit more legit. A little bit more legit. A little bit more legit. Say it.
A little bit more legit.
Say it 10 times or 5 times fast.
A little bit more legit. A little bit more legit.
You see, you fucked up already.
No, I didn't.
You said a
little bit more legit.
So say it fast.
A little bit more legit.
5 times fast.
A little bit more legit.
No, fast. 5 times.
I did say it.
No, you didn't.
Why do I say it
paused.
over and over again?
Do it. Just do it. I was trying it. That's what I was doing. Try it. Try it.
No,
Try it.
You were trying to say it once and you got it 10 times.
Try it. 5 times fast.
A little bit more legit. A little bit more legit. A little bit more legit. A little bit more legit.
Told you. Y'all thought I was tripping. Told y'all. Hey.
I wasn't trying to say it once.
Hold on.
You were just trying to get through the sentence.
You messed up. I kept trying to say it back to back too.
No, you were trying to say it once, correct?
Hey, for everybody back there right now watching this, I want y'all to try to say that 5 times fast to yourselves. A little bit more legit. Say it 5 times fast and tell me if y'all mess up. I don't want y'all thinking, you feel me, I just got a big ass tongue in my mouth or something. 5 more legit, a little bit more legit, a little bit more legit, a little bit more legit. There, baby! You didn't do it? Did it. All right. back to the Q&A. Mike, have you ever worked at a job you didn't like just to pay bills? Absolutely. Been there plenty of times. I've been at a job to where I didn't even make enough money to really pay bills. So, yeah, I've definitely been there. I've been there a lot of times, man. Yeah, definitely have. I think that's just part of life. I think everybody goes to that phase where they got to do something that's gonna make some money, regardless if they want to do it or not. I mean, shit, look at prostitutes. I mean, they be out there selling cheeks. You think they want to be out there selling cheeks and getting money to pay bills? I don't think they want to. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Ain't that right, Nita?
I'm never gonna be no prostitute.
That's because you got a degree and stuff.
Yeah.
But then you had a job to where you wasn't making as much as you're making now.
True. Definitely true.
Nita's Asian. Nita had family money. She was spoiled.
I had brains too, though.
That's true. That's why we together still. That's why I love Nita. She's like my opposite. She's smart. I'm like super smarter. Let's see. Dog in the back, like, please don't shut up. Kimbo. On our way to Paradoxes right now, going to pick up the FD. What happened to your brother after he stole your stuff? Man, we ended up getting into a fight. Got into a fight with him. After that, it was just, we talk here and there, but I don't really talk to him like that. I don't really talk to my brother like that. I talk to my older brother a bit more, but my other brother, I feel like he gone. Like, you can't help somebody that don't want to be helped. So, I was paying for studio time, giving the nigga money and stuff. So after he stole from me, it was just like, you know what? I'm like, that's it, bro. I did my best to help you, and you didn't take that opportunity. So, the rest is on you. You can only give somebody so many chances before you gotta, walk away. Your loyalty ain't based on how long you've been knowing somebody or if they family or not. But that's just really part of my personality, man. I've learned to, when shit don't seem right, if somebody ain't an asset and they're a liability, you just gotta, you gotta cut loose ends. That don't mean I don't love you. Don't mean I don't care for you. Don't mean we ain't family. Don't mean I still won't do for you. But I'm not gonna go all my way. If you ain't trying to help yourself, then I can't help you. Same would have been for Aaron. If Aaron would have got out and would have been on bullshit and, you know, not really taking the necessary steps to better herself, then I wouldn't have been fucking with Aaron. I would have been like, you know what, bro, we day ones, we cool, but we don't share the same interests. But Aaron got out, Aaron followed suit, and Aaron bounced back to society, man. I try to do the same for a few people that just didn't put in the work. Aaron put in the work, so, you know, that's why Aaron's where he's at now. He actually put in the work and the time to do it. My brother got out, he didn't want to put in the work. My other partner got out, didn't want to put in the work. It was just, oh, let me borrow some money, like all right, bro, like we can't keep doing that. You gotta, feel me, you gotta be able to stand on your own, which I respect my nigga Aaron for, because Aaron actually, you know, took the initiative and just followed direction on what I was saying and actually made way for herself. And now, you know, Aaron don't need my help no more. The job that Aaron currently has, I got him the job, and he's been there ever since. Didn't make me look bad for vouching for him or nothing. He's still doing his YouTube stuff, so Aaron's doing cool. So a lot of times people be like, oh, you need to sponsor Aaron. You should like, Aaron's doing fine, man. Like, you don't want to do everything for somebody and become an enabler for that person. You need to kind of let them, like, at the end of the day, he's a man. Like, yes, that's my brother, that's my best friend, but he's a man. And no man wants another man taking care of him. I don't care who you are. So, you know, I'm letting Aaron do his own thing, but I'm not going to let that nigga fall into a hole to where he can't get out of on his own. If he goes down, then by all means, I'm going to be there to help my brother. But, you know, when he's doing cool, there's no point in me stepping in, just adding, you know, extra resources that he doesn't need. So, respect to my boy Aaron for being a real one and bouncing back. You miss your SN95? Bruh! Oh! Hey, I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I've actually been, like, the last 3 days, I've been looking at new edges in SN95s. I love SN95s. SN95s, new edges, and 5.0s are hands down my favorite Ford Ford Mustang chassis. And lately, I've been looking for SN95s because I'm like, I really want one. I miss my old one before YouTube, before Instagram. I think before I even had Facebook, I had an SN95. And I've just been like, man, I kind of want another one. I think now with the way I design cars and build cars, I think I could build a sick-ass SN95. So I have been looking at SN95s, but I'm also looking at new edges because I know the suspension and stuff's a little bit more refined for SN, and I think they have more angle out the box. So SN would be, you know, something that y'all might end up seeing in the future, because I've been looking for one. And I was actually looking for an SN because I was like, man, if I get an SN, it's a car that's relatively cheap, they're decent out the box, and I can actually let her drive that car. And I think it will be sick. So
Proceed to the route.
I'll take a coffee, keto coffee. But yeah, for the dude that asks about the SN, you're a real one, bruh. You must be up to date and keeping up with, you know, with things of the past, because I would love to have another SN. Why'd you get rid of your G35? I just didn't need it. I got rid of the G because she wasn't driving it. I wasn't doing nothing with it. It was just a car that was sitting there. I had a 350Z already, so it was like basically like having the same car, and it just wasn't doing nothing for me for content. I originally built it for her, and then I felt like that would have been kind of too much car for her. It was the car didn't have traction control because it had a standalone and everything, so it would need to be programmed through the ABS sensors to have the traction and all that stuff working. And I was just like, you know what? She does not need a 400 horsepower car that doesn't have traction control. So I was just like, did all the suspension on it, redid all the bushings, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a giveaway on this car and get rid of it. And when I got rid of the G35, that everything from the G35 went into getting the vet. So it pretty much paid for itself on the vet setup. Was the reason I got rid of the G. She just didn't need it. It was just, I didn't want to be responsible. I give her the car and then she go out there and fuck around and getting on the freeway and lose traction or something. Now my girl dead in the car that I built her. Like, the Supra has traction control. That's why we, you know, leaning towards getting her something along that line. Is it true you worked at Walmart as security? Yes, I did. I was working at Walmart doing loss prevention for hella long, undercover security. And I loved it. It was dope, man. I love the people that I was working with. It was hella fun. It was always something different. So, and we were getting paid cool. People think everybody that works at Walmart make $10 an hour. Like, nah, I was making 20 something an hour at Walmart on top of still vlogging probably like 2 or 3 days a week on YouTube. So it was getting paid from Walmart and I was getting paid from YouTube, which allowed me to build the cars that I was having back then. And granted, I didn't have 7 cars, but I still had, I think at the time I had like 3 or so. So, you know, if I wasn't doing YouTube, I would definitely go back to doing loss prevention somewhere. That shit was like, it was honestly fun for me. For me, my personality, I don't want to say a confrontational person, but I like the adrenaline rush of not knowing what's gonna happen next. So for me, doing loss prevention, approaching people was like, all right, is this person gonna be tripping? Is this person gonna swing? Like, it was just an adrenaline rush for me that I love doing. But yeah, I did do LP. I would recommend it to anybody that's like, I want to get a job somewhere. LP is dope, bro. It's a super fun job. Coyote swapped a new Edge. I would definitely Coyote swap a new Edge. Expensive swap, but I would definitely Coyote swap one, or just buy a Terminator. Thoughts on the IS300 and GS300? I've been looking at IS300s also. I like the fact that with the IS300 you can just drop a 1JZ swap right in there with basically like not much modifications at all on doing it. So that was another car that I was thinking about building for her when I got rid of the G. I was like, I could do a 1JZ IS300 and get her something like that. Hey, what's wrong with you? Why you back there tripping, yo? You said tripping? All right, what else? About the new Z? I'm not a fan of the new Z. Pet the dog for us. Come here. They want to see you get petted. They want to see you get petted. Look at that little tongue. My little black boy. Folks hella spoiled. Alright, what else? We're probably like, I want to say 30 minutes from Paradoxes. Would you work with Randy from Lemonade? I would. They just gotta hit me. I'm pretty sure that people have been telling them like, hey, we want y'all to collab. I'll be sitting on his page, I'll be sitting on mine, so it's just a matter of reaching out. I already told him I was down, but you know, it ain't went as far as other than the conversation. So if they want to collab, I'm down. I'm not against it. Would you drift Jensen's Hellcat? I would. If Jensen wanted me to slide his Hellcat, I'd have no problem with sliding his Hellcat. I would have no problem sliding the Hell Kitty. How's the SC300? Motor, everything's at the machine shop. Crank and everything's all done. Head's done. We got new cams. The turbo's getting rebuilt. I think it's just the minor stuff now. Hopefully sometime next week all the machine work will be done, and then the motor could start going back together the following weekend. Thoughts on F-bodies? I don't like F-bodies. I feel like they look like catfishes. I think Alex from Sack Speed Shop, I think his F-body looks sick as hell, but I'm just not a fan of the F-body chassis. I feel like if I'm gonna buy something with an LS, I'm buying a Vet, unless it's gonna be a 4-door like a CTSV or a SS or a G8 or something like that. But if I'm getting an LS car, I'm trying to get the top of the line, which would be a Vet, baby. Gotta get the Vets. Vets are so sick for everybody that's like, for people that like Vets that have never owned one, y'all gotta get one and try it. I promise you, it'll change your life. Those things they're dope. They are dope. You like the C8? I do not like the C8. C8 is a great value Ferrari to me. I feel like it went away from what a Corvette actually was. I know back in the day, the original Corvette was actually supposed to be a rear engine setup, but you know, over the years it became a front engine, and I feel like that's Corvette's market. I feel like they should have just stayed to that market being a super affordable sports car. I know they want to cross over into that supercar category, but I just feel like the interior and stuff on Corvettes, and then to get to that next level, I don't feel like they really do it. Like if you look at the Audi R8, it has like suede roof line, everything's carbon fiber in there. Like the level of like penmanship on the R8 and like other like German cars like that are like way above what Chevy's doing with like the plastics and stuff. I feel like Chevy does like a lot of, oh, we're gonna give y'all hella performance, the car is gonna look good, but we're gonna sacrifice that price and give you kind of like whatever type interior. So the C8 for me, I feel like the C7 is gonna be like the last the real of the Corvettes. So for me, C5 C6 and C7 are the ones that I want. Thank you. Trucker Taylor. Kimbo got eye boogers. Yeah, that fool always got eye boogers. Him and Nosby getting little eye boogers. You're talking about your eye boogers, yo. Kimbo. Terminator, please, bruh. I would, oh my God. I would love to have a Terminator. If I got a Terminator, I think Aaron would like unfriend me. I think Aaron would hate me forever. I know Aaron likes Terminators also. Dream JDM car, Supra, MK4 Supra. That is the only car that I really, really wanted that I haven't owned yet. I know the SE is super close, but I really want a Supra. The price on them is just outrageous, bruh. I just can't justify spending 80 grand on a 1993 or 97 car. Like, I just can't. Like, I already know what the SE, or I already know what the Supra is capable of because the SE and the Supra share the same chassis. So it would feel and be exactly like my SE300, just with a different body over it. And I can't justify spending that much money on a car that only makes 300 horsepower out the box like that. It's just, I want a Supra, but not that bad to where I'm paying for the name. That's why we're gonna get an MK5, the BMW Supra. Ain't that right?
All right. What you said.
Just D.
Turn left.
You ever do a truck build?
Turn right.
What size are your gauges? My gauges are, what are they? I can't even remember. I think I'm 1/2 inch, 0, and 2
Turn left onto
for my
Enterprise
gauges.
Boulevard.
Kimbo, what are you doing?
Turn left to merge onto I-80 East.
More build breakdown on the C5? Yeah. Bro, I forgot all about that. I know I did the build breakdown on the C6, but I was supposed to do it on the FD, the C5. So I am going to give y'all build breakdowns on everything eventually. Thank you for reminding me on that. I'll probably do a build breakdown sometime this week on the C5 for y'all. I'm supposed to be getting it back from Sac Speed Shop tomorrow. So, people, C5 giveaway, I don't know, man. I re-looked at like how much I actually have into the C5, and like that car was not cheap. So I don't know. I think if I did a giveaway, I would probably honestly break even on that car. Somebody offered me like 25 grand for it yesterday, and I was just like, nah, I'm good. Like 25 grand barely covers like the suspension and the engine setup. Like that 402 was not cheap to build. So when you say, let's say 10 grand into the engine build and then the supercharger setup, at my price I got it for 5. That's already 1,500. And then after, you know, everything else, it just, you know, it's easily a car that has probably like 30 grand into it. So I don't know, I really like that car, and I'm just adding more and more to it right now. Like I'm getting ready to redo the fuel system again, even bigger, because we still need more fuel. It has the radials and everything on it now. I think that car is gonna be like fire once it's done. And then with a bigger blower, there's no reason that car wouldn't hit 1,000 horsepower. So I'm kind of leaning towards making the C5 my fast car, because the SC is quick, but I feel like I'm limited on that chassis with the axles, the rear end, and eventually I'm just gonna keep breaking shit. So the C5 stuff is a lot more stronger, and the chassis is just super capable. It's way more aerodynamic. It feels more nimble at high speeds. Plus, if I break the drivetrain on the C5 now, I could always upgrade like a direct bolt-in swap to the C6 CL6 stuff and not have to worry about breaking that. So I feel like from a reliability standpoint, the C5 would be a super dope drag build, or something that I'm using to just, you know, go fast in a straight line. Plus, you guys seen I've been daily in the C5 like crazy. It's cheaper to drive the C5 right now than it is to drive the C6, because the gas prices are so outrageous out here. I can't get over the C5. I need it. C5 is dope, man. Like it is a dope car. You play Pokemon Go? I used to play Pokemon Go. Man, we used to go play Pokemon Go?
Yeah.
We used to be out there like 1 o'clock at night playing Pokemon Go. It was like a crowd of people when it first came out. Or remember to just drive around?
Yeah, and try to find all the...
We used to drive through downtown collecting all the Pokestops. That's all we remember.
Yeah.
Before gas was $8.
Right.
Kimbo, what are you doing back there?
You fell.
Let's see. Comments. Build an ISF, man. I was looking at an ISF before I bought my C6. It was either a C6 or ISF that I wanted to get. New merch. I'm actually about to be hitting up my design dude, and we're gonna be designing a new limited drop merch probably sometime towards the end of the month. So yeah, the cool part about that I love about doing my merch is 100% of the design stuff is like I make 100% of the design, have somebody vector it, and then we go from there. So it's not like, oh, we're gonna do this, throw this on there and make merch. Like everything that, like the Fox Body shirts were 100% my ideas. Like, this is how this goes, I want this like this. And yeah, so I'm super hands-on with everything that goes on with, like, I do all my own editing. When it comes to the merch, I deal with all that. With giveaways, Nita helps with the giveaways and the Jay-Z's. So we kind of just do everything like in-house. What do you think about the 50? Which 50 you talking about? The Coyote? Thoughts on 392? I think the Scat Packs look dope, but I don't think I want one. Like, maybe before they were like the ultimate nigga mobile, I'd probably be like, hey, yo, I wouldn't mind having a Scat Pack, but it is like, the Scat Pack is the super, like, all right, I graduated from drug dealing, I got a job at the port or something, now I'm gonna go get me a Scat Pack. Or I got my first record deal, let me go get a Scat Pack. So I wouldn't want to get a Scat Pack. I'm good. RX-7 FC. I used to have an FC a long time ago. Remember the FC I had?
Huh?
The FC, the black one, the Turbo 2. So when I had my old 240 set up with the SR in it, I bought her the RX-7 Turbo 2 that I was gonna build for her.
You didn't buy it, did you?
I did buy it. I bought it from Lex.
Oh, I thought he gave it to you.
No, I bought it.
Oh, okay.
The plan was he was gonna give it to me,
Yeah.
and then somebody hit him up saying they were gonna buy it. Remember?
Oh, okay.
And I had paid for it. It was like $300 or something. He gave me super homie hookup for it and delivered it. So anywho, yeah, Lex had basically gave me a Turbo 2 shell for $300. The only thing it didn't have was a motor, because he pulled that motor out and put it into his vert that he currently has. So I was gonna put either another Turbo 2 motor in there, or I was gonna Jay-Z swap it or something. Whatever the plan was back then, it was supposed to be her car. I actually got it for, was it our anniversary or Valentine's Day?
I think it was Valentine's Day.
One of the days, Valentine's Day. And then when my SR blew up, I sold the car and I rebuilt the SR. So I sold her car.
How many times?
Only twice. I only bought you 2 cars.
No, I mean the
Oh
SR.
God, I blew up a lot of SRs. I think this current SR is my 10th SR. When I say I figured out the recipe for SRs, I can honestly say I figured out the recipe for SRs. Am I lying?
Not at all.
Dude, I went through 10 or 9 SRs, and I'm currently on my 10th SR. I've been through SRs like crazy, but it became to points where I was like, these things keep blowing up. I want to figure out how to get an SR to work properly. This last motor, how long has this been? It's been what, a couple years?
Yeah, but you hardly drove the car.
No, I drove it before. Remember before I crashed it? The SR that was in there, I was driving it before I crashed it.
Yeah. The yellow car.
Yeah, it was in there. It was running. So I think I figured out the recipe for SRs, and yeah, can't give out the sauce because it cost me a lot of money figuring it out. But eventually, over time, I did figure out how to make a reliable SR. Would you ever go on Hoonigans? I plan on going on Hoonigan. I can promise y'all I'm going on Hoonigan one of these days. I just need to really set up a time. They've already said they wanted me on the show. It's just a matter of I don't know. I could have went on there a long time ago, but I want to make sure if I'm going on something that big, I want to make sure my car is 100% presentable to like the presentation that I would expect for me to have. I don't want to go in there like, oh, they want me to go in there, so I'm gonna just take a car out there. Like, nah, I want my car to be done. I want my car to be able to showcase, you know, the work from myself and from everybody around me. And I was considering taking the 300ZX because 90% of the work that was done from the 300ZX was I did it, regardless of what people might say. You guys see the Vets go to the shop, you guys see the SC go to the shop here and there, the 350, well, the 350 goes to White Aaron, but regardless of what people think, the 300ZX was built by myself in my grandmother's yard. That was the point of that car, was for me to be like, yo, I'm gonna build this car, that way I know that everything was done to it. So I really want to take the 300ZX to Hoonigans because it is a product of what I did. You know, I built that car in my grandmother's driveway, and you know, for the people that are going to paint it, have Jesse repaint it. It's going to be a showcase of, you know, his body work. My OG tuner Lawrence tuned it, so when I take that car, it's a representation of my close circle of people that actually got to touch that car, because I can honestly say probably maybe 4 people have had anything to do with that car when it really comes down to it, and that would be Janky, who did the fab work for me once the motor was in there, Hexa, who did some they did like a little bit of wiring for me, and my boy Jamar, who actually finished up the wiring. But originally when the car was there, I got the car, I got everything in there. The car was cranking over, I just couldn't figure out how to fucking finish the wiring, so I had to take it to, you know, take it to somebody to do it, and I didn't do fab work. So I really would like to take the 300ZX to Hoonigan, because it is a representation of, you know, of myself and what I actually do. Nothing gets done to 300ZX without you know, me like overlooking it and stuff. But I know a lot of people want to see the SE on Hoonigans because it is the powerhouse of the channel, and I don't think there's been an SE on Hoonigans yet. So the SE could definitely go there, but I feel like for the wow factor, a SR swap 300ZX would, you know, be something different compared to like, all right, it's a SE with a 2J, or there's been plenty of 350Zs there. I think that the 300ZX is kind of like my most standout car as far as uniqueness. The wide body is that wide body kit's like the second one out the mold. I'm the second person with the second person that had the kit on there. So yeah, I feel like that's a good representation of myself. So, you know, I'd like to take the 300ZX out there, especially if we're gonna be sliding it. And right now, you guys see I'm still working through things with the 300ZX to get that thing to handle and do what I want it to do. So once it's perfected and I feel like it's good, I'm used to the car, then you are absolutely right, I'm taking the 300ZX to Hoonigan. And I promise y'all that I'm gonna be out there serving. So that is for sure gonna happen. Mike, would you build a Subi? No, I'm good on those boxer motors. What turbo on the 300ZX? 300ZX currently has a GTX Gen 2 28, what was it? I can't remember if it's a 2869 or 2860. Ah, fuck, I can't even remember. 2870, 71? I can't remember. It's either 68 or 71. It's one of those two. I can't remember which one I had picked. But it is a Gen 2 GTX. GTR? Nah, I'm good on GTR. Would you build a BMW 335i? I would.
Yeah,
Remember that?
Yeah, that's something that I might be interested in too.
Remember before the TL?
Yeah.
Before she had her old TL, we were looking at a 335i. That's funny, man. People were like, would you get this? There are like all cars that we had looked at. Yeah, I would love to have a 335i. I feel like those are sick little cars. Pontiac GTO? Nah, I wouldn't get a GTO. Those things are heavy as hell. What about the 5.0? Which 5.0? The Fox body or Coyote? If you only keep one of your cars, which one would it be? I don't know. That's a hard question. I don't think there will ever be a point where I'd have to even make that choice or even consider it. So I don't know, if I had to, like out of the 7 cars, if I had to pick in order, I don't even know. I couldn't even pick in order. I feel like everything is good at what it's designed to do. So like the SE is like the powerhouse, so it's the fun car to drive when we want to go fast. But if we're going on a road trip or something, what, we're taking C6, right? Yeah, C6. It's comfortable, makes decent power, AC. Then if we're driving around locally but still want to have fun, I take the C5 out. The C5 is, you know, still has AC, it's comfortable. If I want something to have the woo factor or something I'm driving on the weekend, then I'm taking the FD out, because it's an FD, you rarely see them. People love to see that car, so I drive the FD here and there. The 350Z was a daily, but the only thing that I don't like about the 350Z currently is it doesn't have AC right now. If the 350Z had AC, that would possibly be, I probably wouldn't even have the C6. Like, honestly, I'd probably be like, whatever, I don't need 3 vets, I guess you can consider it. But yeah, I don't know. I think the 350Z was like probably overall one of my favorite cars, but without having AC now, it's kind of like, we still need to put the AC back in it. And I also want to supercharge the 350. Like, that motor is a fully built Texas Speed motor, so I'm thinking about putting a root style supercharger on there, because I haven't tried a root style supercharger. I've had turbos and everything, or centrifugal blowers on it, and I haven't had a root style supercharger. And I think that Texas Speed motor that's in the 350Z would be like a monster if I decided to do a Magnuson or something on there. So that is something that I'm hinting to right now. But everything's an idea until it actually gets executed. But if I had to pick, I honestly couldn't pick which car I would keep. I just know the FD in a couple years is probably going to be the most valued car out the collection. So I'd be joking with her, I'd be like, the FD is a retirement plan. So I don't know, man. I really couldn't pick. Everything that I have for a reason. Is because I didn't get a car to be like, oh, I want to get rid of this car later. I never planned on getting rid of any of the cars I built, just because they're such dream cars and things that I wanted as a kid. So it was never really an option to get rid of anything. Only reason I got rid of the G35 is because we didn't need it, and I already had the 350. The G35 was more so something she wanted, but for me it was never like, oh, I want a G35. Like, that whole build was for her, and that didn't fall through. So got rid of that and got something I wanted, which was a C6. Let's see. Would you ever build an RX-7 FC again? I would, man. I really want a FC. Like, an FC parked next to the FD is like goals. You got the C5 parked next to the C6, and then you have an FC parked next to the FD. I feel like that's like, I don't know, it feels like it's like shoes, having matching shoes that just go together. Every time I see my boy Lexus FC, I'm just like, man, I want one. Like, I've always liked the way FC's looked, and it's hard, but I don't know. I'd love to have an FC. Would love to have an FC. Build a VQ? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're never doing that again. You want another VQ? No. Never. Never again.
Things blow up too much.
Right? Blew up hella much. What else? Family car. If I was to get a family car, probably a CTSV. I'm really liking those cars. What?
Family car.
What, the CTSV?
I was thinking like something like a SUV or something.
Trackhawk.
Family car.
Trackhawk. You want a Trackhawk?
That's kind of big, isn't it?
A Trackhawk?
Yeah.
So-
Is it?
It's a big ass supercharged truck. It's a race truck.
What do you need a race truck for? Family car is like safe.
It is safe. It's a truck.
You can commute in.
You can't commute in it. It's a truck. It ain't gonna get good gas mileage
Good
anyway.
gas.
So you want a hybrid? You want a Prius? Prius truck.
Not a Prius. I
Prius
want a
truck
Prius,
coming soon.
Like the Hyundai. What is it?
You want a minivan?
Tucson or something like that. Like a Tucson. It's not a minivan. It's an SUV, a compact SUV.
Whose girlfriend is this? I don't know who she. I don't know who she is,
A
bro.
family car.
A CTSV is a family car.
Is it?
It's a 4-door. It's a 4-door Corvette.
So what if we have 2 boys? They gonna fit in there, and the dogs too?
Then we'll buy another car.
What kind of car?
Trackhawk. Or the Durango Hellcat. I think that thing has like, what is it? Like 6 seats or some shit. Durango Hellcat.
Okay, maybe one of those.
I don't know whose girlfriend this is. She's trying to have us out here in a 4-cylinder truck. Another shop coming soon? Aaron just texted me about that probably about 3 days ago, saying he's like, bro, we need another shop. He has like 3 motors sitting in his garage right now, so I think he's on the hunt for another shop. I know he's looking, so we'll see what happens. I don't want to speak that into existence or jinx anything, so we'll just play it day by day, week by week, or however fast or not fast it comes about. But I know Aaron wants another shop, so we'll cross that line when we get there. What do you think of the 5th gen Honda's Preludes? I don't think about them. I'm not going to disrespect Hondas because I know that they're capable of being quick, but me personally, for what I do, the type of driving that I like to do, Honda's just not for me. Like a front wheel drive car, I just couldn't own. I like drifting and you know, BSing too much to really have a front wheel drive car. But I will respect them in a straight line. I know they're not, you know, not slow. They can be capable of being fast, but not for my style of driving that I like to do. Tesla. What about Tesla?
I wouldn't mind a Tesla.
Tesla truck. There you go.
Yeah,
Family car.
Tesla truck. There you go.
Family car. There we go. We came to a conclusion. Ever consider a CTSV? Yes, either a V2 or a V3. I was actually talking to Ray at Sac Speed Shop about it because, you know, we had that allocation in for a 2022 Supra, and Ray got he has a CTSV V3, the Blackwing or whatever it's called, and he paid damn near about the same that I would be getting a Supra for. So I'm like,
We might as well get one of those.
that's what I'm like.
We might as well get one of those.
Like $63,000 for a Supra, or $70,000 for a CTSV V3. So I'm like 50-50 on trying to decide if I want to go get my deposit back and just go get a V3. You see that white car was hella clean, right?
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Trailblazer SS? Nah, I wouldn't want. That's like the new sideshow truck now. Ford Lightnings are cool. I don't think I'd want a Ford truck though. Is YouTube your only job? If not, where else you work at? Yes, I am currently doing full-time YouTube. I've been blessed with enough of y'all to be like, you know what? I don't gotta go get a 9-to-5 or work for nobody else. I can just, you know, do YouTube and interact with y'all and stuff. And basically, the hobby is paying for everything, which I'm grateful for, right? Definitely. Life-changing, ain't it?
Yeah. Well, I wish I could do that.
What would you?
I still work 9 to 5. I still work hard, stress out.
You trying to say I don't work hard? Hold on.
You do work hard, but my job is way more stressful than yours.
You went to school though. You went and got a degree and all that.
Yeah, fuck this job. Fuck this job. I'm ready to quit every day. Like, man, I should just quit.
Why? You say you love your job.
I don't love my job.
You gonna say that on live? Your boss gonna see it and fire you now.
Well, I don't know. We have new bosses coming in that may, you know, organize things a little better, and it may become a little better. But right now, it's stressful as fuck because one of our people are out, and we all got to cover for each other, and it's like, it's crazy.
But you're a boss. That's the point of being a boss.
Yeah, whatever.
She ain't trying to hear that. You just said you work hard. Like I don't work hard.
Bruh, you don't work as hard as I do.
What time do I be going to sleep? I be up to like 3 in the morning, yo.
Yeah, because your ass don't want to work during the day. Your ass be in bed half the day.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you
I be
do.
up. I be up.
You be up looking at car shit. You be up looking at YouTube videos or whatever you want to watch. You do whatever you want to do. That's the time you want to work. You don't work all day.
I do.
You sit there and watch your friends work on your car.
What about when I'm in the garage working on my car? What about when I was in there?
Okay, maybe
hold on. Nope, hold on. What about when I was in the garage and it was 100 degrees outside in the trunk of a 300ZX getting that thing ready for the drift event?
Okay, that was one video, boy.
So? How many times have I been underneath a car in the rain telling you to hold the umbrella for me?
Well, that's before you did YouTube.
So I still had to work hard. That was hard work to get into this point before I even had the money to have the luxury of being like, you know what? I'm gonna go take my car to a shop or take it to the homies and have somebody do it. That is the luxury of it. You can do your own nails, right? You can do your own feet. Why do you go to the nail salon to pay somebody to do it? Because
I'm tired as fuck.
No.
Because I'm tired as fuck.
No.
Because I can.
Nah. Yeah, exactly. That was because you can. Because you can, right?
Because I can.
There you go. There you go. If I don't want to be under a car in 100-degree weather for 5 days trying to change the transmission, I'm gonna take it to the shop. You gonna get under there and help me work on the vet?
Huh?
You gonna get under the car with me and help me work on the vet?
After I done work my 9 to 5, clean the house, cook,
Mm-hmm.
take care of the pups,
Yep.
take care of Granny.
Yep.
No.
Selfishness. She don't want to help me.
Selfishness my ass. My whole day is for everyone else.
Be like that. That's what happens when you're like the matriarch of the family.
The matriarch.
Matriarch. Or we don't, not even matriarch, because we don't want to be hyenas. We're gonna get back to the questions in a second. We gotta explain some stuff real quick. So, not the matriarch, because I think that's more of a hyena thing. We're gonna be like the pride of lions and stuff. You feel me? I'm the man lion. You feel me? The man lion. Roar.
Lazy ass motherfucker, and I'm the one out hunting, right?
Yeah. Behind every successful man is a strong, successful woman. Ain't that how that saying goes?
I guess.
You guessed. All right, where would we be right now if you wouldn't like, yo, make this YouTube and I'm gonna make this Instagram?
Nowhere. We would be, you know where we would be.
Anywho, it's cool though. I love you.
I know.
You're like,
I love you too.
I want to say, I'll give you like, what's the numbers? Let's say I'll give you, what's the percentage? I'll give you 50. I'll give you 50-50.
50 what?
50-50
What does that mean? What's the other 50?
of me putting in the work. The other 50 is you helping me get here. 50-50 on everything.
50-50?
Yeah, 50-50. You're a big part of it. Yay? Nay? You don't want 50-50? You can't be greedy. I'm giving you 50-50.
I'll take 50.
Jesus Christ. What you want? 60? You don't get 60. You're 40 now. 40%.
What?
You ain't edit. Where was you at when I was out here editing videos?
I don't know how to edit a video.
Exactly. Where was you at when I was in the gym?
What?
You wasn't out here grabbing rebounds?
123 onto Bell Road.
Went over her head.
Fuck you.
All right, back to the comments. Get some of these answers for y'all. What do you think of the new Z? I do not like the new Z. Do you like the new Z?
I haven't seen it.
It's ugly. It looked like a 240, 300ZX, a 370Z, and an old 240Z. All got together. Started. Ooh, look at this. Hold on. How do I flip this camera? Hold on. Go. Speed up, girl. Speed up. Speed up. Speed up a bit. Speed up. Speed up. Speed up. Come on. Come on. Speed up. Speed up. Oh, look at this, baby. Oh, you clean, dog. That thing is clean. He was clean out here. Alright. C5Z or LS36? God, this is hard. I love the body style of the C5, but I hate the interior of the C5. And the C5 Z06 comes with a LS6, which is basically an LS1 with 243 heads. Nothing special. The LS3 is super more capable. The C6 chassis is a bit more refined, which I love, and the interior of the C6 is a lot better. If I had to pick between a C5 and a C6, I'd probably pick a C6 if it's an LS3 C6. But if it's just like a standard LS2 C6 and C5 Z06, then I'd probably pick the C5 Z06 because of what it is. The C5 Z06 is one of those cars that will continue to hold value, has a lot of history behind it. So if it was just like I want a Corvette and the opportunity presented itself to get a C5 Z06, I would love to have a C5 Z06. But for the price of a C05 Z06, you can get almost get a LS3 C6, which out the box is like a way better car. But I really wish to see if the C5 Z06 came with a LS3, then the C5 Z06 would be sick as hell. But I'm just not a big fan of LS1s. You guys seen that I cracked the block on one of mine, and the LS1 block is not as strong as the LS3 block. So yeah, it's really personal preference, man. I can't make that decision for you, but I like both. That's why I own a C5 and a C6. So it's really a preference. What's your favorite tattoo you have? I don't know. Probably my back. I think my Dragon Ball Z my Dragon Ball Z theme that I'm doing on my back is probably gonna be my favorite. Oh, y'all ain't seen this? Hold on. Look, hella long ago. This thing. Oh, look at that precision turbo in my old 240. This is my first drift event in my old 240. I need to get that thing hit up, but yeah, it's back in the day. Let's see. You considering a C8 Z06? Nah, I'm not interested in the C8. I think the C8 Z06 is probably gonna look a lot better because it's gonna have more than likely wide body splitters and all that, which the Z06 usually has over the base models. But I just don't like the fucking mid-engine setup. I can't get with that. So if I was to get anything, the next car I'm buying would be, or the next car that I want would be a C7Z. C7 Z06 is like high on my radar. C7 with the C5 and C6 is like Corvette goals. I feel like those are the three best years of the vets. Do we get a sneak peek of the FD? No sneak peek of the FD. Once I get to Paradoxes, I'm gonna be jumping off this thing. I'm actually really close, and more than likely when I get close to them, I'm gonna lose signal anyway. So y'all don't get a sneak peek of the FD, unfortunately. Next ride should be in a Trackhawk. My boy has a Trackhawk, 1,000 horsepower or 1,000 plus horsepower Trackhawk. The same dude who had that. Using them. Hey, so we getting closer to Paradoxes. We're up here in the hills and stuff, so we're about to be losing the signal. So I might jump back on later to chit chat with y'all and answer some more questions because this is actually hella fun. But we are losing signal because we are getting closer to Paradoxes over here in the boonies and the mountains and stuff. So we'll jump back on later. For everybody that was on here, appreciate y'all for jumping on. Hopefully we can get back on later, answer some more of y'all questions. But for now, we gotta go because I don't want y'all losing the signal.